From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
In punt formation.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken about 7 yards deep. He'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Herbert. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Holding at the 24. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The ground. This is Joe Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're passing here. Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And that'll be knocked away. it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this time he's got the hooker. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 47-yard line.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Burrow down around his goal line. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And a Bengal first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Bengals nothing. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Looking to pass. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Intended for Dallas Goedert. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Michael Davis. And will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off down.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And a catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, it's Herbert. Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone covering. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 14-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Herbert now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Burrow on play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. It's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's a 3 yards. And it's 4th down.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Six yards left on second down. Now Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. Across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Mixon. Got some breathing room. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Now a handoff looking right. Going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On the option, here's Herbert. He'll pitch it back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Craig, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. He gives it up. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Herbert.
Right down.
Loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And these guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These these defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Pass intended for Keenan Allen. Incomplete.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Burrow. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 47-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Herbert has it knocked free. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Further for 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 18. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is lost, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Hakeem Butler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Gain of 23 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Now Mixon. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So, for the Chargers, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.